Every single time.
I mean, he beat Superman in the last one.
He did.
They need to do like a Mission Impossible Fast and the Furious 27 crossover.
There was supposed to be a what was the crossover? It was Fast and Furious crossing over with shit. Hold on, I gotta Google that shit.
Tyler Perry's Mrs. Medea.
It was something crazy like that.
Medea goes on vacation.
Yeah, Fast and Furious 10.
Furious Medea.
Was it Star Trek and Fast and Furious? Because that's where like
Yeah.
the next one's gonna be just full out space.
The intersection of
You don't need space when you have family.
Yeah, there's a stupid list. Maybe it wasn't Fast and Furious, but right, just Googling, it's all Fast and Furious, Jurassic World crossover, Fast and Furious Transformers. Maybe
gotta
it's
get out of here.
Transformers.
That would be quite cool.
Transformers.
Dom and
Optimus.
hey mom.
Yeah, but that one dude is in both the movies though.
He's in
Oh, okay.
Transformers.
We
Is that Tyrese or?
streaming?
Yeah, that's right. See,
about to start the show.
that's the degree of
So I'll give you a
separation.
call later, okay? Or I'll call you tomorrow. All right. Bye.
I got up close and personal with a Rivian.
Yeah.
I sent you guys the pictures.
Oh, I thought you after that. I thought you drove.
No, like that. No, that not intimate. No, I didn't say intimate.
I assume you're right.
I said
I
up close and personal.
I looked, but I didn't touch.
I was window shopping.
I didn't know you could see Rivians at the strip club. Hey, will you?
Come on, guys, get those dollar bills together.
screen?
Coming to the stage is Rivian.
The 3 dots on the bottom. Go down to the 3 dots on the bottom. Nope. Three dots on the bottom.
I'm there.
How many dots?
There's 3
It's
dots.
the 3 seashells.
Oh, good pull, Jose. Good pull.
Sorry, dude. I got confused.
Oh shit, that was epic. 3 seashells.
Did they ever explain how those fucking things work?
They
No.
never.
Fuck no.
You never know.
No, but after I know in the movie they didn't explain, but
maybe like in some
in the
scenes.
director's cut.
or some fan theory magazine or something. No, Casey, go back to the coffee shop.
Yeah,
that
the
one.
coffee shop was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, go back to the coffee shop, dude. Yes.
Yeah.
It's really dark. So
Yeah, I mean, turn on
There
the
you go.
lights,
There
bro.
you go.
the light's on. It's shitty lighting in here.
You know, you can change the bulb or add another light.
It's the spare room, so it's always like, yeah, we don't give a shit.
Yeah,
But
but if you're going to be using it every week, how about you give a shit?
yeah, well, I'm not. That's the thing is, I'm gonna have to switch because it's the fucking baby's room now.
Dude, what are you
Are
going to
you
do?
ready for that, bro?
No.
I don't think you. I mean, you don't really have a choice. But
Dude, that video.
One day I might just disappear.
That video I sent of the ping pong being shot out of the balloon.
I'm like, yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Oh, that's funny.
I always tell that.
Is that
I'm going out for
better or
cigarettes.
my
I'll be
too
right back, or maybe not.
Yes. Going to get scratchers. We literally have me as a viewer
On Twitch?
on YouTube.
Oh, maybe people are taking early vacation. I don't know.
It's early, isn't it?
No, we're on
We're on
time.
time. That's weird. We're on time.
Yeah, it seems weird.
Well, remember, if you're on time, you're late.
Don't meet me there. Beat me.
If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late,
Letty sent me a TikTok today that said this is me and you. And I'm gonna play it for you guys right now.
Okay.
Hold on.
It's a porn.
Yeah.
I told
Okay.
producers while I was mic'd up, I was like, hey, when we shoot like a bunch of these, you're gonna have different directors, right? You're not just gonna have this fucking clown doing it.
I love that about you. I love that.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about I've been trying to work this bit out because I don't understand why people like you. Like I know why I like you. But I don't mean that bad, but I mean like I know why I like you, but I like you for reasons you don't share with everybody.
Your wife sent you that?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh shit! That is awesome.
And that's why I love her.
did she also disclose what those reasons were?
No. She just said that's me and you.
Let's just play his story about being the machine for the first.
You know what?
10 minutes.
I've never heard it, even though I listened to the podcast and all that stuff. I've never heard the actual.
Oh my god, it's great.
I mean, I heard the story, but I haven't heard
Nah,
him tell
you
it
gotta hear
the joke, like the joke part.
I mean, it all boils down to he gets in with the Russian mafia.
Yeah, I know they like rob a train or some shit.
Yeah, next thing he knows, at the end, he's like, next thing I know, I'm robbing the train. I'm robbing my classmates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. That's when you know you've made it. I just need to get myself to Russia, and I think I can get into that same scenario pretty easy.
You can rob a train. You look like a train.
A party
robber.
with Russian mobsters, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I could do.
All right.
All right.
I watched Breaking Bad. We could probably
Go ahead.
grab some methylamine off of a train.
Methylamine?
What is that?
If I have to tell you, you don't need to know.
That's what they use to make the P2P cook in Breaking Bad. They rob all that methylene off that train.
Oh, it's the bee barrels
You guys didn't?
with the bees, right?
You guys didn't watch that show?
Yeah.
I got like 6 episodes in.
Yeah. I got.
Oh my God, that's it?
I got 6 episodes in, and then I think around that time I adopted 2 boys, and I was never allowed to watch adult television again.
Yeah, I watch a lot of like the rare occasions I do watch TV. It's something pretty bad. It's like people getting stabbed or something, and Letty just looks at me like, "Are you really gonna watch this right now?" Yeah.
Damien's sitting right
Yeah,
there.
he's
on
right
your
there
lap.
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
doesn't know what's going on. He's like
You're like,
5, dude. He knows well.
He barely understands anything.
Yeah.
You guys ready? We're gonna start. You guys ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
No.
Hey everybody! It is 6:37, but we were live at 6:30.
Yeah, we
were
were.
actually
Even on
on
Twitch.
time and on Twitch. So we're usually live at 6:30 Tuesday nights on YouTube.
What's Twitch? Is
And-
that like Twitter, but it's just spelled different?
It is more of a well, Jose probably twitches more than I do
But we all know why.
for different reasons.
But it's not the app.
Very
Yes.
nervy. Yeah.
It's I have a condition, okay?
Yeah, it's more it was started off as a gaming platform, like people would live stream their gameplay and you could watch, but it's grown into a bunch of other things.
Now
and
it's turned into chicks in hot tubs.
oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I heard on Howard this week they were talking about somebody
in hot tubs?
like that mentioned Twitch, and that's
Yeah.
all it is now.
Yeah,
and
it's like chicks like in hot tubs and chicks.
go on. This
Yeah.
doesn't sounds like something I should have.
And nobody was stopping you.
Chicks, just like scantily dressed, playing video games.
Interesting. I did not know all that. Like I said, I knew it as a platform for gaming.
To watch people game.
That's what it started.
That's what it started out as. Is like a gamer's
hub. Yeah.
But there's a lot of now live feeds just like this.
Yeah.
And it's something that we've had a Twitch account for a long time. And
just to go on record, I suggested that.
Yes, you suggested a year ago, but you had a Chromebox on that side of the desk, and we couldn't run any live feed software off of it.
We only knew someone in the technology field.
If only we had like a computer box, you know.
So you now have a full-fledged.
Yeah, we need like
desktop.
a computer sponsor.
Yeah, we need a
something.
computer guy. Do you
a
know a guy?
You have a full-fledged desktop over there that is now running OBS and streaming to Twitch, while my desktop is streaming to YouTube. And
We're
Matt's
trying to get to the roasting chestnuts over here again, dude.
And
Chernobyl?
Yeah.
and Matt's computer's not streaming to anything because I don't think that is safe for anybody.
Is the timer still set to
Yeah, it's an hour and 15 minutes. Shut him down.
7:20.
No, that was the old computer. It was set to go off. That's what started this whole thing. Was his computer kept going off every hour.
Yes.
So then I was trying to figure out a way. So I found two machines and I swapped out both of yours. And so I think we're at the next phase of technology where we are streaming both on Twitch and on YouTube right now. So
Where'd you find those machines at?
they're
In the warehouse.
They were around.
That was an episode of The Office I just saw this week where
There was surplus.
yeah, Pam found one in the warehouse, and then Daryl was like, "I know that warehouse like the back of my hand. Do you think you can go down there and find me five sick days? I can find you one." And then they negotiate 3. So
That's funny. Well, yeah. So those machines are now streaming, running, and we are. What are you doing over there? I see you like moving your mouse around and stuff.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I was sharing the screen.
Well, you better be careful because you're gonna get some of Matt's algorithms on your screen.
Oh,
and it's gonna
wow.
Some of those
change.
algos.
I gotta tune into Twitch, I think.
It'll change everything. So we had a last minute cancellation on our interview tonight. So we were just going to go through a handful of things.
Who were we supposed to interview?
Somebody that didn't make it today. That's
okay. It wasn't Steve Garvey. Then
It was not Steve Garvey. It was.
We get to talk about Top Gun now.
It was something. It was someone that Jose set up, and
Yeah, it was just. It wasn't the right time.
Yeah, so it's fine. We're stuff happens. It's not the first time we've had.
when is it the right time to
You're
be
right,
on this
dude.
show?
It's actually probably safer that he did.
Yeah,
Better for him.
So we'll talk about a couple things. First thing I want to talk about is Matt has sliders on his Frontier.
Hell yeah.
I do.
Dude, I went out. Did you see him when you were out there?
No, I did not.
They're very stealthy.
I went out and looked at them when Matt got here, and they're badass, dude. You did a good job.
I like that single kick out.
Yes,
in the back.
I
like that style.
It's making me rethink my sliders.
Yes, he says stealthy because they're so
They're kind of tucked in.
So tucked in and in line with the lines of the door jamb and everything, and then they have that kick out that follows. It's you almost don't even notice they're there. Like if you just standing at the driveway looking out at it, you don't even know it's there. But they are super stout and super clean, and like just the design. That's a different design than what I expected you were gonna make. But it came out great.
What were you expecting?
No, like that kick out. That's most of those kick out and then come back into the.
Yeah.
They kick out and like mine. They kick out and then come back into the main rail, right? And
mine kicks out past the main rail.
Yes,
and
kicks out
a little more coverage.
Correct.
Yeah.
You've got more coverage, and like we were looking at, the rear tire fender flare bulges out further away from the body on your truck than it does on mine.
Bulging.
Yeah, well, it's
swole.
You're not paying attention to what you eat. It bulges.
You might want to get that checked.
That's not what you eat.
And so that kick
Thanks,
out,
Case.
that kick out that you made, like perfectly protects that piece.
Wow. Look at that.
You're that excited about it.
I know. You know what? Part of that aesthetic or what have you is I remember back, God, 20 some odd years ago or whatever. A buddy of mine, Frank, shout out Frank. He never listens to this. He probably doesn't even know I have a podcast, but he was like a high school buddy, and he used to have a 56 T-Bird. And at the time, like, I was not a greaser, but people were greasing. It was like that cherry poppin' daddies, mid-90s type
Squirrel
scene.
nut zippers,
all that stuff.
Mighty Boss Tones.
Well, no, that's not.
They kind of blurred the line.
Okay,
No,
but
that's
ska,
ska,
but-
yeah. The Cramps.
I did have a dream of being a boss tone once, though. I was like, I could be a boss tone for sure.
You were the Jason Sudeikis character on SNL, the one that does the dancing. What's up with that? What's up with that?
I love that. That character is one of my favorites. But so at that time, he got like some fake side pipes he installed on his T-Bird.
Oh.
They were totally fake. They ran along the floorboards or the panels, the rockers on the side, had a little kick out for like with a little capped end. So again, imagine your exhaust coming out and then turning 90 degrees, pointing perpendicular to the vehicle. But if you followed it towards the front of the car, it just kind of tucked up into the wheel well and didn't connect to anything. They were totally fake. So at the time, I had my Dart. I had my 72 Dart. And I just taped some 3-inch KD pipe, like for flue exhaust. And I taped it to the bottom of my Dart and put a couple of elbows on it. Went, hey, check it out, Frank. What do you think? Looks pretty good, right? Does the same as your bullshit, exhaust. Fake exhaust. But either way, that look, I liked that look of that, again, like kind of a paralleling line. So again, the rockers or the sliders run parallel. And then right by the rear wheel, they just kind of kick out about 6 inches at I wouldn't say 45 degree, slightly less than a 45 degree angle. So it looks cool. And then we'll see how functional.
Yeah, the first hit will tell.
I mean, that the pipe it's 2-inch pipe. It's
looks
pretty robust,
stout, dude. It looks.
No doubt.
I mean, I'm sure the pipe won't break, whether or not his welds hold together.
Exactly.
Totally. You could like hit it with a brass hammer and it goes sling and just like all crumbles and falls. I don't know, but it looks stout.
Yeah, and I think you can only go the frame only goes so far back before it kicks up. So that's definitely the weakest point is back there. There's more leverage.
That's what she said.
There's more leverage on that back end, especially as far as it goes back and kicks. There's a lot of leverage back there.
You gotta use as much leverage as you can.
If you got it,
Curl
use
your
it.
toes into the sheets.
You guys know. So I could only get a point of connection to the frame. That's as far back as I could go. So that's probably the weakest point. But I was concerned. I remember, I don't know if you guys remember last week, I was talking about, any idiot could just bolt 100 or weld 100 pounds worth of shit to the underside of their truck, and nobody checks it. Nobody goes, yeah that's good.
But in other countries they do. You have to get like a full-on like vehicle inspection.
This is America.
Yeah, not here, bro.
Fucking America.
Freedom.
So I figured, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open the door and I'm going to stand and I'm going to jump on these things and make sure they don't come off because, that's number one. Test number one. No problems. No pops or wiggles or vibrations of any kind.
But officer, it didn't pop or wiggle or nothing.
Jumped on it. I jumped on it. And then I took
It passed inspection.
Whose? Mine.
Yeah.
I took my
Just
floor
the inspection.
I took my floor jack out and then tucked them underneath and jacked up the side of the truck. And I didn't jack it up to where I full weight of the vehicle, but I took the suspension, most of the weight off of the wheels, and put it. So the whole side of the truck essentially had to be at least 1,000 pounds. And there was nothing, no movement. They might have budged 1/8 of an inch, like as far as and to be honest with you, I think that's just the flex from the frame rail Because the frame rail itself is not that thick. It's not as thick as the steel that I
No.
built the sliders out of.
And no matter what you do, when you put that much force on something that's now has leverage because it's now 6-8 inches out from where it's connected, there's always going to be some flex. But theoretically, when
sometimes you're further than 6 inches out from where you're connected.
Not in my experience.
You have to brag, bro.
But when you land on something, you're dispersing that additional load across the entire length of the bar. You know what I mean? Yeah, you are.
I said we.
No. Don't.
You laughed.
I know, because it's funny. So in hindsight, after going through that, would you do it again?
It went from when I first bought the material, I was pretty motivated and stoked, but I'm not like Casey's like used to working, like real work. I'm used to sitting on my ass and typing on a keyboard, sitting in team meetings. Like, it's just, I'll be honest. Like, I'd come home on a Friday, the last couple of Fridays, motivated, maybe leave work, a little early, get home by 4 to get ready for the next day's worth of welding or grinding or whatever.
Yep.
And then the next morning I'd wake up, like, my hands are just sore, and you could sore to the point where when they're not tired, you could grab a piece of material, take the grinder and like bevel some edges and just clean up some stuff. Within a minute, like, my hands are already starting to ache, and it's like, am I really this weak now?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Or yes. I think I was just used to being sore before, and now I can't. Now
Both.
it's like,
Easy
I can't do it.
No, 100%. I remember when we were doing the motorcycle thing, and I know, Casey, you might have been involved in this conversation, but our buddy, we were trying to break something loose, like on a bike, and I was able to break it loose, and he was like, I didn't realize you're that strong. I'm like, I'm not strong. It's not about strength. It's about pain tolerance and knowing when your bones will break. Like, when you do construction every day and you're wrenching on stuff, you just know it hurts until that nut breaks loose, and you just keep cranking because you're like, it's not going to snap. I'll be fine.
Either the tool to the brake,
yes,
or the
it's like that. It's like that mental conditioning of, this hurts, but that's what it's supposed to feel like, because it felt like that last time. Whereas
you're comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yes, comfortable with the pain, and now you're like, wait a minute. It's 84 degrees outside. This is bullshit.
I'm all sweaty and shit. What's this wet stuff on my forehead?
You and I both spent entire summers, 110, 115 degrees on a roof for weeks on end, trying to do work.
Just doing it. Yeah.
To the point where you'd have to take your tools and put them in a bucket of water. Otherwise, you couldn't touch them.
handle?
Yes. Now
Too hot to
I'm
handle.
like, no, that's cool. I'll be inside if you need me.
Well, last weekend was like, I probably could have finished them last weekend, but dude, it was 100 degrees outside. I jumped in the pool. I spent the previous like Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday after work scrubbing the pool, getting it like as clean as we could because it'd been sitting, all winter. I was like, what am I gonna do? Well, I'm gonna hunker down and finish these sliders this weekend. After that, I'm gonna go jump in the pool for a few hours. That's why I go to work, so I can go do shit like that, And either way, it would I do it again? We were talking like when we walked out, and my next project I wanted to do was a chase rack. And man, I would have to figure out a way, because I'll tell you that the issue I had, that the challenge was creating the angle of the kick on the round tubing into the square
You'd have to
tube.
buy a bender.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to have to buy like a bender, because then if you don't like that, like the first time I notched a piece of metal to dive down at the front, or the kick, because I tried to match the angle on both ends. The first one I did, it was like, oh my God, I notched the shit out of this. I just lost 4 inches of material, and it's still sitting in my garage, like on my little horse, where I was working. Every time I can't do that, trying to match the angle of how I want my chase rack to look. I want it to match the angle of the roof line, or the rails up. You know, I want all. That's what I want. And if I can't get it, I'm not going to go through $100 worth of material till I figure out how to notch it till it looks correct. You know?
It has to round.
He wants it round.
Yeah, I want it round. I don't want like a square look. I want it to match the lines of my cab. Or I don't want it.
And I was telling him, Case, that he could, if he did the same rack that you built for me, but with no top piece, so just the spare tire carrier in the middle and the 2 shelves on the side where you could put boxes, I think that would look badass. And you wouldn't. So you'd basically be making a half rack, and you'd be able to put 2 boxes on top for storage, your spare tire down the middle, and still have room underneath for other things.
Yeah, I don't think I really want a full bed rack or whatever. Like I don't care about storage.
I like that Baja chase rack, the one that just holds like 2 tires and a couple jerry cans of fuel, and they go in the middle of the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked at that. I was just telling Matt, I'm wondering if, like, doing it differently, next time I wonder if I would just go with the spare tire flat.
Yes.
And then make that shelf go all the way across. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I wish there was a way to tell how much better the truck is. What I should have done was built the rack, put the roof on it, drove it, and then pulled the spare tire out from the back and put it in to see if there was any noticeable difference. In my head, I was thinking as I'm putting that extra weight, and then the spare tire is still at the far end of the truck bed at the bottom, it was going to be that much more weight down in the back end. I wanted it over the axle. And there were plenty of times where I was trying to go up an incline and that spare tire would drag.
I'm sure it has a difference. It has to have a difference.
I would assume so. Well, dude, I'm super proud of you. It's something you've been talking about doing for a long time, and you did it. You did it.
Thank you. It was more work than I had anticipated. I thought a long weekend I could do it. Yeah, I can't do it. It was
a long 18 months.
It was a very long time. I don't know. It's 2 months, maybe. I don't know how long I've had the steel, but again, it wasn't like a every weekend thing.
We're gonna call Matt's sliders COVID. We thought it was gonna just be a long weekend. It ended up being 36 months in. Here we are.
God.
That's funny. So you know what? That's good job, dude. So
when are we gonna test them?
The Segway alert.
Well, we were talking about this Saturday. So when are you going out to secure a campsite, Casey?
Probably tomorrow morning. I'll probably drop Zen off and then just hightail it up to the hills and try to find a spot.
So tomorrow's Wednesday. And then, so are you going to camp?
What if you low-tailed it? What would that mean? If you
just take a little longer.
Okay. I don't know. Just curious. I was hear that term. I'm going to hightail it out of here. Well, I'm going to low-tail it out of here, and we'll see where we meet, I guess.
So now that we're done with the etymology lesson.
Etymology.
Isn't that the study of words?
Isn't that what you get like when you go eat sushi and it kind of?
You get the. I'll have a plate of the etymology, please.
I love garlic edamame. So you're going to be out there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
No, probably Friday. I'll probably go secure the camp tomorrow.
What does that mean? You're just going to leave some shit in a campsite?
Yep.
What if I was driving up there and I went, wow, this campsite came with all this shit, and it just
we're going to have words when I get out to my campsite that I put my shit at.
All right, Captain Big Bear.
That's the name of the game nowadays. That's what
Is
it's
that
not. I'm not the only person doing it.
Excuse me, sir. I'll have you know, I hightailed it out here on Wednesday and left my
Let me see your tail. Your tail's way lower than mine.
That's right.
I didn't hightail it out here just for you to jack my campsite.
Just for you to take all my firewood and my barbecue, my tent, my sleeping bags.
Barbecue.
It's people like you that, us bottom dwellers can't get a campsite. Thank you.
So you're going to secure it. How many people are going to be able to fit at this campsite?
It depends on if the one I want I get,
Because I have an event Friday night. Right now, my plan is to go up Saturday morning to connect with Casey, do some wheeling, spend the night Saturday, come home Sunday. I have a thing to do Sunday, so I'll have to get out of there.
Why are you breathing so hard?
I'm just thinking about all the stupid shit I got to do this weekend.
I was going to say, you have too many things to do. I
was thinking about watching Cops.
And then
I have one thing to do this weekend. It's camping.
And then Monday, we want to test out my new barbecue and have a party. We'll talk about that later. So right now, my plan is to go up to Big Bear on Saturday. Whether I'm by myself or with the girls, I don't know yet. It seemed like everybody was on board with this plan 6 hours ago, and then 3 hours ago that seemed to have changed. So
I'm not going to be here, so
I know you're not going to be here. So I don't know yet, but right now my plan is to go up to Big Bear on Saturday, and Joey D, he hit me up earlier about what we're doing this weekend, and I need to follow up with him if he's not listening. Right now, that's the current working theory.
We want to go smash my new sliders
at
Gold Mountain.
Gold Mountain. So we could go up to Big Bear, Gold Mountain to campsite, spend the night, and then come home early Sunday morning.
Okay, it's enticing.
I'll come.
Can I leave the kids at home?
It's up to you.
Can I leave the kids at Jose? Nobody's gonna be at your house, right? I can just drop them at your house.
Yeah. You can't leave him at Mom's house. I already got dibs. I'm dropping Presley off there Sunday.
Fucking dibs.
Just dibs. Hashtag. I called it. So that right now that's the working theory. Don't know if that's actually going to play out. We still have some fine tuning to figure out. But if you're in the Patreon chats, we will. Shy is saying Gold
There's
Mountain
Shy.
Night Red. Dude,
Can't I just do it
yes,
during
I
the
just
day?
want to do it during the day,
Yeah.
Shy. I know, look,
Jeez.
Shy, you can just point at anything and overcome that obstacle. We are not at your level. We're still trying to figure out how to make our trucks work.
If we're doing Gold Mountain, plan on potentially stacking some rocks.
yeah.
Like bring gloves and a back brace.
I got
that
a
sounds
younger
like work.
brother.
So
So that
mainly for the steps, right? The steps.
What's
there?
that?
The steps for the steps.
Yeah.
what about my traction boards? Can I lay my traction boards down and just use those?
No.
We'll try it.
What about Cody's traction boards? Can we just lay down his traction boards?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what's happening right now. Going back to Frontiers and whatnot. We talked a little bit last week about Jose's prototype suspension on the Frontier. I have Google Alerts set up in my so anytime there's certain topics that pop up that I get an email, and one of those topics that I follow is Ironman 4x4, and so I was looking at it today and it was all prototype suspension 2022 Frontier. What? Wait a minute. And I clicked on it and it's Jose's post in a forum talking about his Frontier and the prototype, and
Yeah.
so that seems to be getting quite a bit of traction in that the clubfrontier.org.
Yes.
Nice.
It's got 31 replies, 9 participants, which in forum land, I think that's a big deal, right?
It has over 2,000 views.
Really, look at you, and you got some good pictures up there. We dropped a quick 1-minute video on our Instagram and LinkedIn page with the clip of the Frontier going. But it seems like there's a lot of feedback and people interested in that kit. What's your takeaway on the feedback there?
Yeah, I've had people like DM me. They're like, "How's it ride?" And when is it coming out? I'm just like, "It rides great. I don't know when it's coming out." We are working hard on that right now.
Yeah, so that's being vetted out in the background. There's a couple minor things that will need to be figured out before it's fully released. As an example, the first set of shocks we put on,
They're a little too short.
they were a little shorter than we wanted them to be, so we got a second set shipped out, installed those. Those are now the correct stroke on the shock. As I was saying it, I was not sure which one of you was going to respond, but I knew someone would.
I immediately looked at Matt to see if he was going to do it.
Yeah, no, it's
if he wasn't going to do it, I was going to do it.
yeah, there's a timing thing. Like let's get everybody stroked and then
Yes.
giggle.
Stroke. Giggle. So if you want to learn more about that and see more pictures, you can go to clubfrontier.org and search for either the title Prototype Ironman 4x4 lift or...
It's in the third gen section.
Okay. Or look for user trailchasers_Jose.
Yep.
So
Just like
Is
that.
that with an H?
it's a... yeah.
So who was it that said post? It was in an email. I think somebody sent.
Yeah.
It's like Jose. And it was.
They said Jose with an H.
I vaguely remember that. So we... I'm assuming everything's still dialed in, still...
Yeah. Everything's great.
So that's...
How's those skid plates?
Great.
Skid plates, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
All right. Facial gestures.
Seems.
What, I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I don't
those
know.
facial gestures.
Just
mean.
saying, Jose needs skid plates for that. If we can find them somewhere from
We'll
somebody.
just take some off of that Civic that we saw
Oh,
that
thing
was fucking wheeling with us.
Well, apparently someone in a very prominent position called me a pussy, and that's why.
Yeah, someone in a high-ranking position at a very, very well-known off-road company said that they were tired of hearing Jose be a pussy on the road, and so they need to figure out how to get skid plates underneath that thing.
They were from Stark Industries.
Yeah.
From Stark Industries.
Someone at the Stark,
Yeah.
internship.
Yeah, Tony from Stark Industries reached out and said Jose was a pussy. So that's a thing. We'll
I mean, they're not wrong. But
yes, we'll definitely talk about that soon. Next thing I see in the chat room is Red Hills Overland, and so our buddy Red Hills is up in the Pacific Northwest, and he hit me up and was asking.
Is that what PNW means?
That's exactly what PNW means.
Because I was thinking like a lot of other things, like probably not appropriate to talk about.
So anyways, he's up in the Pacific Northwest. You had me.
I stunned you.
You did. And he was
Stunned you with stupidity.
And he was asking about because I'm going to be at that Overland Expo PNW, and he was asking if there was any chance to go wheeling, and I don't think I can make it work with my schedule, but through a handful of conversations, it looks like he is going to be our man on the streets
sorry.
He's going to be our man on the streets for the Pacific Northwest.
Are you jealous, Jose?
I am.
So, well, I mean, so Sam's going to be there. Sam from Red Hill Overland is going to be there, and I will be there, but I will probably be busy. So he's going to try to do some man on the streets reporting for us, and we'll have him on the show after the event.
If they have any hot dog lines, make sure you get some interviews.
Yes, you know what we
from
should
the hot
do?
dog line.
We should get you and Jose and Sam to connect prior, so you can pass
Tune 'em
down.
up.
Yes,
Tune 'em
pass
up.
down.
Hey, if you see any nice stickers, make sure you reference. Go
pointers.
walk up there and ask
yeah,
those people about
okay.
those stickers, and make sure you reference. Here's a nice Jeep.
Yeah, I think
It has a nice Jeep. It has nice lights.
I think a
stickers.
prerequisite is Sam needs to go back and listen to the episode of the Empire Jeep Club
was
Toys for
the-
Tots event.
Yes.
Yes.
At what was the pizza place?
At
called?
Mountain Mike's.
Mountain
That's
Mike's.
right.
And the Off-Road Expo from 2 years ago when you guys were shit-faced in the Nexon booth at Pomona.
That's one of the greatest episodes
It is
in all podcast
so
history.
good. And so
I got word that that's already in the podcast Hall of Fame.
is it?
Yeah, it's right there with like pretty much every Joe Rogan podcast, but it's in there, you know.
Every one of Joe Rogan's is the Hall of Fame?
No, actually,
Nah,
mostly
some
the
got
ones.
deleted.
Yeah, mostly the ones about UFOs and aliens and stuff. Those are all in the Hall of Fame.
So so the Sam's gonna help us out and do some.
He says he's our guy.
He's the guy. So
your guy.
we're about to find out. Sam he raised his hand and his wife is gonna regret that he did that.
Regret it. You're gonna
so
regret
much.
it. Ask Jose if he likes it.
Yeah, look at where Jose's at.
Yeah, look how happy I am.
Every
Disappointment on his face. Look at the disappointment on his face.
God, when we did that run the other day for your trip, and we came out of that same trail. It was the same spot where we came out the first trail run where we met
Flashbacks.
Jose, and it was like,
Speaking of Twitch, he started
Yes,
twitching.
it was
He
like,
going,
Yeah.
"Come on, guys, flashbacks.
such a bad idea from Jose. It was a bad idea on his part, but that was where it all started. So thank you, Sam from Red Hills Overland, for volunteering for that. We'll connect.
Thanks, man.
We'll connect and make sure that we get a chance to meet up at the event at Pacific Northwest and see what happens. But I'm excited about going to that event. I would love to get you guys up there if possible, but we have to figure out how to do that, time off work and all that stuff.
I'm having technical difficulties on Twitch. There's no audio.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what the setting can be.
Is somebody like
you know why? You know why?
That's kind of important.
No, it's because all of the audio on this is routed through the mixing board
Oh,
on my
cool.
machine.
Okay, so I will end the stream.
Yeah, so we'll have to figure out how to do how to split that stream to the Twitch feed.
whatever you do, don't cross the streams.
No.
Whatever you
No,
do,
just
unless,
split them.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Unless what's his name comes around.
Well, I wonder if
What was the bad guy from Ghostbusters?
Zool.
Zool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Zool comes around.
Yeah. Are you the
He
gatekeeper?
was also the bad guy in the latest Ghostbusters. I think you were very high on.
It was so good. The latest Ghostbusters was super good.
I don't really remember it. I remember liking it, but it was like
I wonder if we can. Well, we'll talk about our Twitchy stuff in the in later. Kill that altogether, Jose, because you're.
I'm trying to.
whoa! It's like looking at the Matrix
Yeah,
right now. If you look at Jose's screen,
Just hit stop stream.
I did.
Okay, now stop stream.
I did.
So this is why we didn't do Twitch a year ago.
looking at Jose's screen, it was like Tron. Remember Tron
Yes.
at Disneyland?
Oh,
Do you remember
Yes,
Tron at Disneyland?
I do.
The People Mover
Yes.
and going to the Tron. It was like
Yes.
we were so easily amused back in those days. Like,
Oh, for
what
sure.
a dumbass! Like it was just projected bullshit in a warehouse. They just wheeled you through, and it was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I miss that. I wish I could go. I wish I could go on Tron and the People Mover again.
And have that
Some
level of
simpler
excitement
times.
about simple things. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
And now you're like, there's not even goddamn CGI in this thing.
This is some bullshit. What the fuck? Tom Cruise is actually flying an F-18? That's some bullshit. Whatever.
You expect me to just sit around in some log on the water?
I did listen to it was on actually. I heard a show. I don't want to reference where it was at because I don't know. I don't want the backlash. But they were talking about the Pirates of the Caribbean. It was like, oh shit, wow, and they had referenced like a lot of the storyline to that, and it was like, wow, it was actually pretty interesting. Like it's not just let's just have a slide or like a water ride with a bunch of dumb pirates around. There was actually a theme to it, and they explained the theme, and I thought it was pretty interesting. If you're like a Disneyland person,
Yeah, there's a bunch.
which I'm not.
No,
that's
yeah.
why I didn't. Whatever. I just happened to catch this episode.
Sure you did.
Yeah, have I ever owned passes? Never.
No.
Can you count on both? I've certainly been to Disneyland more than 10 times, but no more than 20.
I was listening to a podcast when they were talking about their favorite Star Trek episodes.
Nice transition, Jose. Do it.
What is happening?
And they keep referencing that one episode where he like lives a whole lifetime and has like kids.
The Next Generation.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a great one. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
And
like that one-
he learns how to play the flute, And then at the end, he actually knows how to play the flute.
But
So it
but
was
yeah,
real. It made it real, Jose.
So that episode keeps coming up amongst like Star Trek fans as being one of the best ones. But also the thing that came up is like he woke up and he's like, "Oh, that wasn't real," and then just like went on with his life. Like,
what do you want him to do? You want another episode of him dealing with the trauma? Like,
No,
when
my wife
They gave
wakes
a whole,
up,
the whole segment.
when my wife wakes up from a dream where I've done something wrong in the dream, she's pissed at me
Oh,
for the
yeah,
entire
Oh,
day.
fuck yeah.
oh yeah, I get that.
Yes.
I get that.
You're like, I wasn't even.
I'm like, what did I do? Did you have a dream? Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
oh.
I'm sorry, I won't be in your dreams anymore.
Bonnie practices her kung fu moves on me in the middle of the night. It's like, God, I call her the Dragon Lady. I'm like, the Dragon Lady was all hopped up last night. I'm all bruised.
So I don't know how we ended up on Star Trek episodes, but
I love Star Trek. Next Generation is the best. I keep telling Cody about it, but he didn't give a shit. Even your sister likes Next Gen.
It's a good show.
I'm sure it's
good.
great. I'm sure it's great. It was just something that I didn't have time to watch and haven't had the desire to go back and watch.
You have nothing but time now.
No.
You have nothing but time. You just put it on the screen and hear while you're working.
Nope. So speaking
Yeah,
of,
I text him and he does like 1-word responses like 4 hours later because he's super busy.
the
It's a scheme.
speaking of events that we're going to
I was going to say, are we going to reference this upcoming?
so upcoming
Very quick.
We
Top Gun.
have been very that's coming up too. We still got
I tried to recruit you guys, and both of you, I was rebuffed.
I'm not gonna be here on Friday.
yeah.
Dicks. Whatever. What
maybe-
would you rather do? Go have a good time at the drive-in.
Well, what
Oh,
about
it's at the drive-in?
what about next
F&A.
What about next Tuesday night? Instead, we'll just record live.
I'm
from
not
the
gonna
drive-
be here.
We could record
That's
from the drive-in.
from
It'd
the
be great.
drive-in
You cocksuckers!
Wow.
I am not gonna be here.
on Tuesday.
No.
Damn it, Jose.
When are you coming back?
Wednesday. No, Tuesday. Tuesday morning.
Okay, you'll
You'll
fucking
be
be here.
Yeah.
Fucking bastard.
Jesus.
Look at you. You exploded. You exploded.
redact my cocksucker comment.
I was going to say, he made foul comments about things you do with your mouth.
What we do with our mouths. I mean,
Hey, $20 is $20.
We
right?
could totally go to the drive-in and record from the drive-in.
we could
on Tuesday night.
get in the
but-
back of one of our trucks, and we could watch the movie, and we could record and comment on.
Pop up Cody's tent.
Oh shit.
We're gonna be those assholes fucking talking.
Oh, God.
Fucking, it's
we-
at the drive-in. Who
We
gives a
have
shit?
an interview on Tuesday night, so we will have to do it another
We'll
night.
interview that person from the drive-in and say, "Look, please,
Just
quickly tell us about whatever bullshit you want to
message
tell us
that
about.
person and
We're
say,
watching."
meet us at the drive-in.
Yeah.
Dude, the theater, the movie doesn't start till like 8:30. This is gonna be a late night for a Tuesday, but we could certainly finish. We could do the interview and drive over there.
Okay, let's think about it.
I just thought about it. I just figured it all out. I did the math
mainly,
for you.
guys, I just want to see what the volleyball scene's gonna be like. That's my main concern. They got to stay true
Epic.
to the original.
Oh, you know it. I hope they snap gum at each other like Iceman did. Like,
Yeah.
like oh shit, some tension there. What's that all about? Woo!
I sent that GIF and nobody laughed when I sent that.
Oh, I laughed. What do you want me to take a video of me laughing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Next time, you'll see. Then you'll
Yeah,
be all
Iceman.
upset.
You just got to type LOL, Matt. That's it.
Yeah. Something. Acknowledge.
That way,
Yes.
and then he'll get
So
it.
he knows.
Yeah.
What if I typed acknowledged?
Perfect.
Done.
Acknowledged.
Received.
Received. Understood.
Hey, Dave from Oregon, who's happened to be Dave from Long Beach this week, and I was going to try to make my way out to Long Beach
Wow.
this week, but couldn't get out there. Yeah, Dave's down here in Southern California experiencing the awesomeness of Cali, and he doesn't want to go back.
I don't know about that.
So coming up 2 weekends from now, so June 5th and 6th,
Fourth and fifth.
4th and 5th. Toyota Fest put on by Cave Toyota at the at the shoreline in Long Beach.
Let's all show up in our Frontiers.
Yeah, it's called
Toyota Fest.
Frontier.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's going to be Toyota two-day Toyota Fest event at the shoreline. We're gonna be there with the team from Cabe. We're gonna have Jose's 80 series on display. We're gonna be able to.
We are.
Should everything work out the way it's planned right now? Yes. By the way, I'm going to need you to leave me the keys for that somewhere, so we can get some stuff installed on it. But the last minute invite to go do this, it's going to be super cool. Matt just a couple weeks ago was talking about how we miss the going to these events. And interacting.
we don't do what brought us to the dance, which is these events anymore.
Yeah, it's been I think just
I don't dance at all.
No.
Well, we don't dance anymore, so
I don't like the music that's played. I mean, if you started playing some more Morrissey,
I mean,
and a little Depeche, mixed in some Depeche Mode and Cure.
How the fuck
Maybe
do
I
you
get
dance
out there.
to that shit?
Well, you know what? That's what got us to the dance floor,
Have,
Casey.
have you ever watched South Park? The goth kids that just
they whip their hair. They whip their hair around.
That's how you
when I
dance.
used to have hair, that's what I did.
But think about all the show like inside jokes that we wouldn't have got if we didn't go to these events, like hot dog broth and the what's it called that movie?
The paranormal, yeah.
What's the movie called? I'm having
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. We wouldn't have Poltergeist. We wouldn't have hot dog broth.
Magic robes.
So we're going to try to get back out and do more events because that's something we really enjoy doing. And I think it was just we were, I don't want to say deprioritizing it just because of other things going on. I mean, the pandemic and then jobs and all that stuff. But it's something we want to get back into and do more of. So we're going to try to get back onto the circuit, if you will, and do some more events. So we're really excited about this. So in 2 weeks, so the 4th and 5th.
That's
June.
next weekend, isn't it? Like not this coming weekend, the
week and a
following
half.
weekend.
The week
Yeah,
after.
yeah. So
So I can't
Week
make
and a half.
Saturday.
yeah, you said you can't do Saturday. Jose said he can't do Saturday. Casey can do Saturday. So then Casey and I will work Saturday, and then all four of us on Sunday. So we'll be there. We'll be there Saturday and Sunday. A lot of Toyota vehicles are going to be out there. It's a big event.
Okay, so we've been there before, right? We went to
we went to Rancho Santa Margarita.
No. Me and Cody went there. We saw what's his name he had the Chevy ZR.
Nope.
ZR2.
So, yes.
That was McCabe.
That was at Cabe Toyota, but that was just at Cabe Toyota at their dealership. So that was an event. This is on the shoreline at Long Beach, like at the big where like all of the shopping center and where the Grand Prix is and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's several hundred Toyota vehicles are going to be in this show. Apparently Casey doesn't want to listen to this. He's just up and leaving right now. But this isn't
his order came up. If you look at he's at the
if you're
at
watching
the coffee
that,
shop and they just called him they warmed up his pumpkin loaf and
Yes. Real Rigs Rattle says, did Casey just dine and dash? Casey's background is a coffee shop, and it looks like he just got up and left. But this is at Shoreline. This is at down by the shopping and all that stuff. It's going to be huge. It's going to be several hundred vehicles.
A lot of rooftop tents, I bet.
But it's not just off-road vehicles. It's everything from
Any
the
Toyota.
Celicas and Supras to vans and the whole thing. I think it's going to be super cool. So we will be there Saturday and Sunday. Come out and see us. Find the Cabe Toyota booth. We will be somewhere around there.
we're gonna be in their booth. Do they know about us?
I think so. They do, kind of.
Okay.
I explained to him.
Somebody explained to him like you guys
To-
know what you're
today-
gonna do? A bunch
today,
of Nissan guys are gonna come wheeling up.
I didn't explain the Nissans, but I
okay.
did explain.
I'm still in the Toyota world, so that's our
You're
in.
the in?
I'm the in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I told him. I'm like, well, I have someone that's got an 80 series. He's like, cool.
Dun,
His
dun,
son's
dun,
60
dun,
series is going to be there.
Okay.
So we will let the 80 and the 60 compare sizes.
Knuckles.
Yes. Whatever. Like size of the wheelbase. And
Moose knuckles. Compare moose knuckles.
I'll bring a measuring tape. We can
Yeah.
compare girth and whatnot.
So that's what's coming up.
Circumference.
Depth.
It's all about circumference and diameter here.
So I think you can find out details if you just Google Toyota Fest Long Beach.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna incite a war showing up in Frontiers, man.
Look, I don't know that you.
It is what it is, man. You know, I'll be out there dominating whatever it is. Like, shit. Who invited that guy?
We're just gonna be like, you paid how much for that truck?
Yeah. Look at those rock sliders. I can't take my eyes off of them.
So
Okay, well that sounds exciting. So
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We have to.
Are we actually recording? That's the intent. We're bringing the studio or
That's the no. We'll bring the Ectopack.
Ectopack.
Yeah, we're done. We're done with
Studio
the mobile
styles
studio.
and-
It's going to be Ectopack anytime we're mobile from now on. That worked out so good at SEMA.
Yeah.
That's going to be the go-to for any mobile recording at this point. Speaking of which,
as far as real rigs rattle, you guys going to start a gang war? Yeah, I mean it's Long Beach. There's like one every other day, like in down there.
I'm gonna have to put on my LBC hat.
speaking
Flat
of,
build, huh?
I'll wear a Compton hat. Oh dang!
Crenshaw Pirates.
Casey and I can go to Mom and Dad's house and get Dad's Compton's Letterman's jacket from when he went to Compton High and Compton College. The OG. I'm sure that I would pull that off. So speaking of SEMA, so
Well, your dad's the original gangster.
He is. Oh,
You're-
for sure.
You're a poser.
For sure.
I think
You're a total poser.
with a hard P in the front.
Not that hard. I mean, let's not get them all pumped.
Not
up.
at my age, dude.
Yeah, not without a little help.
No. You gotta rev the motor. You gotta use the remote start to
you
get
gotta-
it going for 15 minutes at the engine warm
Yeah,
up.
you got to prime. You got to pre-prime the engine here.
Poor Tammy.
Feels
so bad.
Speaking of the Ectopack
Stop talking
at
about it.
SEMA,
It's horrible.
we secured our hotel rooms for SEMA this year already.
Very
I-
strategic planning on your part.
My time off has already been approved.
Yeah.
I'm off for the week already. Like you sent that at noon? I don't know, but just around lunchtime today, I think. At least that's
'cause
when I saw it.
Yeah, well, I booked them last night.
Book 'em, Dano.
So I don't know what made me think of it yesterday, but I was like something, thinking about the events that are coming up and all the things that we have to do. I started thinking about SEMA, and I'm like, oh shit, we're going to be SEMA. And I remember last year kind of scrambling, trying to figure out where we were going to stay. And fortunately, we had a deal through my wife, and so we were able to stay at that hotel. But I was like, I don't want to wait till the last minute. And so I found rooms at the hotel that's right down the street from the convention center and just booked them. There's free cancellation, so it's booked. It's ready to go. So
no more tram ride?
I'm
Are we-
ready
are we
to
close
go.
enough that there's no more tram ride?
It's one stop
We're
away from
one
the tram
stop
ride.
away.
Okay.
Uh,
Because the tram ride was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But at the
It was like-
beginning, at the end of
yeah.
the day, we had to walk from our hotel to the neighboring hotel. That was
Yeah.
a 20 minute walk.
Remember, Jose got us lost. The one
yes,
time.
that was on the way
yeah,
back.
on the way back.
So we had a 20-minute
was
walk to
drunk.
the tram, to the metro.
I didn't know it. You're very good at
Well,
you're
when-
stone faced.
When you operate at 3 under normal conditions,
Yeah.
and then you're drunk and you're
Some at 5.
2.75,
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
really
yeah.
hard
Yeah.
to do. Mellow is just mellow.
I gave him more
Hey,
credit.
hey,
like
hey
that.
Jose, have you been drinking? No, I'm completely sober.
And then,
And
like
then-
10 minutes later, dude,
Man, I'm
so
really
hammered
smashed.
right
I
now.
gotta go to
Yeah.
bed.
I don't know where I'm at.
And then it's I'm super excited right now.
So the hotels are booked. So
Yeah, like you said, as soon as I saw that, confirmed you. Oh, okay, cool. I'll request the time off. Everything's like super streamlined now. It worked. It was in on the portal. I clicked in. I want this time off. 20 minutes later, my boss approved it. Like, sweet, I'm in. So very much looking forward to SEMA.
So I still have to put in my request for time off. So as of right now, Matt's the only one going to SEMA.
You know what? I'll take
You're
it.
gonna
I'll
put in
take both those
time
rooms,
for
too. I'll
you're gonna
take both
put
the
in
rooms.
time for off, and they're gonna be like, we thought you were working there that weekend.
Yeah,
You're fully booked.
yeah, I may be working that week. But I'm excited about that.
We're gonna come find you.
It's 5 months away, but it's quick. It's gonna come.
I
up
remember
quick.
talking about it essentially this time last year, like, oh, SEMA's
Oh,
not
yeah.
that far
That's what it
away.
was.
And it was like, well, you know, we were starting to talk about it at this time, and it was like, oh, that's so far away. And the next thing you know, it was like, dude, it's only a month away. Do we have a room yet? Like, you know, now we're already like pre-approved for our credentials. I believe.
I would think so. I think that we just have to reapply. We've already got a badge number essentially. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I would suspect it's going to be a lot easier. And again, being closer to the convention center, the whole process should be easier.
What do you? Oh, go ahead.
I want to like personalize my badge this year. I want to like put some like maybe some crystals. What was that stuff? You remember like you used to do that with your jackets back in the 80s? Like
Pins.
No,
dude.
no,
I used to
no,
have
no.
Michael Jackson pins on all my jackets
Matt,
when I was
no,
young.
like
That
the little
makes sense.
crystals.
You're getting a background of my chakra poster. Is going to be the background of your
Okay.
badge.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm down with that. But you know what I'm saying? Like there was a specific term. Like you used to punch those little
Bedazzled?
crystals. Yeah, I'm gonna bedazzle the shit. I'm gonna bedazzle my badge. You know that way. It I watched. Dude, I watched Wayne's World earlier this week. When was the last time you saw Wayne's World? When they're walking around with their badges,
Backstage
stuff?
pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that stuff with my bedazzled badge. It's gonna be great.
Matt and I the other day were looking at what kind of outfits we're going to have for SEMA this year.
Are we doing hockey jerseys this year?
No, it's hockey jerseys are too goddamn hot, dude. They're going to be
It's gonna be
long
so
sleeve. So I think we're talking full orange jerseys, like
We got to stand out. We got to pop. It's got to be like
We could always do.
Blaine.
I'm not big on this sport, but you could always do a undershirt with a basketball jersey.
Well, there's sleeveless baseball.
I would rather
jerseys,
do a
too.
sleeveless baseball
Yeah,
jersey.
those
Do
training
like the
uh,
old
the
Reds.
spring, the Reds.
spring training
yes.
jerseys.
So do like a black undershirt and then an orange sleeveless baseball jersey.
that we'll never wear again. That I wore. What was the event?
Mojave.
Hammers. I went to Hammers
No,
and I brought
yeah.
my
Mojave.
shit.
You went. It was at. I'm sorry, not Johnson Valley. Yeah,
Yeah, Hammers.
yeah. No, I would totally wear it.
Hey, you
again.
guys didn't bring your like your official trail chaser thing to Hammers? Oh shit! I never even thought
No,
about
I
it.
wouldn't
I'm
wear.
the
I
only
didn't want to
guy.
wear it out in the desert and get it all.
Well,
funky.
think about this: if SEMA's
sitting
only
in a
5
closet.
months away, that means the Hammers is only what 7-8 months away.
Yeah, yeah. So we got to come up with a plan for that as well. But I'm excited about SEMA. I think it's going to be fun. Like we said, we'll go out Tuesday morning and go out and come back, Friday or whatever.
oh,
but again-
look who
But
it is.
but again, I have to ask my boss for some time off for SEMA. I don't know if I can get it off yet. I just booked the rooms just in case. Yeah.
Hey, what do you guys want to do different for this SEMA go around? Definitely have to get there around 6 for the donuts and bagels.
Yes. This time we missed out on the pre-food.
Yeah, picking up like a breakfast spot every morning would that would be great because it was kind of a scramble.
Well, we went right through that one, lobby or whatever. They made some breakfast stuff. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I agree, Jose. The get there early enough. Well, and now if we're right next to the convention, so part of the other thing, it was 45 minutes to get from our hotel to the tram station to the convention center every morning. We're one stop away. So if we left at the same time, we're half hour ahead of everybody.
Everybody staying at the Tropicana.
Yes,
which was a lot of people.
Yes, it was. The other thing that I would like to do differently is last year there was plenty of other shows that we have had interactions with. Snail Trail, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, Rogue Overland, a bunch of other groups that I would love to schedule a get together. And even if it's
Did any of them go to see?
yes,
it?
We tried to get with Wheeling Wine and Whiskey. It just with schedules didn't link up. We couldn't make it
chased
happen,
them around for a while. But my point is that if there are some of our friends of the show, people that we've hung out with and talked to before, if they're at SEMA, I would really like to plan an event where all of us get
We
together.
had lunch with Brad with
we
Trail
did.
Recon.
But I'm saying like
nobody knows.
and Marco.
Yeah, but that
yes.
was off mic.
That
thing.
was that was an off mic impromptu conversation. But like if we could schedule a
Impromptu?
we could
What did you just call me?
Impromptu.
You guys are impossible.
Hey, Cody, let me remind you of the last time that we got together with another podcast.
That's what I'm saying. We're not going to record it because
And we're gonna be in the Devil's Playground, bro.
so that's the thing.
Devil's taint. The devil's taint.
I was gonna say Devil's Butthole, but
the devil's butthole's
yeah,
playground.
yeah, we're gonna be
That's
right-
what the devil's butthole
right in the center of it,
wants
dude.
to be. Vegas, baby.
The last time we got together with Snail Trail and Wheeling Wine and Whiskey and Solve Function,
we all had a great time.
we had a great time, but no one's ever
apparently I had a great time too.
yes,
but
no one's ever heard that audio.
Hey, we met up with those guys.
Yes. My point being, it's not a plan to be on mic, just a plan to get together and have some fun. So I
No,
would
what we do is get together and have fun, and we secretly record it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
that always goes well.
What we'll do is we'll put hidden cameras in our hotel room and invite them all back to the hotel room.
How many times? I don't think you have to hide them in Vegas. I think they're already there. It's called you just pay an extra $5 a night.
Yeah.
We just got to ask the security guard for the
Exactly.
footage. Can I get the footage from room 212?
And, we're really interested in that.
The other thing I would like to do is I feel like we did a pretty good job of this last year, but we could have done better, which is more pre-scheduled interviews. You know, I would say we had 3 to 4 interviews scheduled each day. And then we had room in between to pick things up.
No, the room in between was walking around that giant venue. That's what dude. Wait, you want more a day? Like, what do I got to start working out now so I can keep up with the crazy
no, because
interview
those days
schedule?
went by so fast.
Yes,
dude. Those
Yeah.
but there was at least one day where we had like one interview scheduled.
I think
and
if
just,
you said like, I just want you to interview better, Matt, then okay, I can try doing that. But you want more? Like, shit, man, my feet hurt really bad. That's why we didn't really go and party afterwards, because I was fucking tired every day. I was tired of walking around that giant venue.
Matt, maybe we can redeem ourselves with Ratflow and maybe get a real
No, they had the same bullshit
did.
displays
They
they did 2 years before.
They did.
We have to plan for. Remember, there was several booths that were like, "Hey, come talk to us," and we were like, "We have to be somewhere right now, but we'll try to make it back." And then we didn't make it back.
What we have to do is say, look, if you want an interview with Matt with Trail Chasers, he's very susceptible to beer sightings. So if you had like a fishing pole with like a beer a Lagunitas dangling from it, and all of a sudden I just saw it, and you could probably lure me in, and we'll get you on the show.
oh, you know what else I would want to do differently is have a 5th person doing nothing but video.
Oh yeah.
Nothing like don't just nothing but video the whole time.
Yeah, because
I got your guy.
We got to pull Zen out of school, I think, for
No.
that week.
I got your guy.
Yeah.
last
you're
year-
You're right, Case.
Oh, do we have?
Yeah.
Is it who I think it is?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, because we
last year there's always one of us was always out of the picture because either
Yes, we-
holding the pack or filming.
yeah,
or,
who's doing this?
One
and-
or sometimes 2 of us because
Yeah, the
we
pack
couldn't always
and-
get
yeah.
the person with the pack in there, and I was doing most of the filming.
we gotta
Yeah.
work. We gotta work on the Ectopack 2.0 because
yeah,
What about if we put it in a wagon that we pulled around?
I thought about that, or a fanny pack.
no, just one of those flight traveling
Jetpacks?
bags.
Jetpacks.
You know, like the little carry-on bags with rollers.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. A roller bag, and then
But how much more inconvenient is that over
If
like,
you had a
a
wagon,
backpack?
you
Like,
know,
hey,
put
we
a
got to
bunch of
jump
shit
on
in
this
there,
tram.
too.
No.
Hurry up, we have to make a tram, and then
Yeah, but
hold on, I got a briefcase.
no, but it won't be heavy. I think what Jose's saying, like with if it was on a rolly bag, you can literally set the rolly bag in the middle of the booth and have all 4 microphones around it.
Either that
One
One
of
of
those
or
those,
a wagon? I have
a Milwaukee
wagon.
pack out.
yeah.
Well, and
Either that
since-
or start messing around with the Bluetooth.
But since the last one, I purchased 2 more longer cables. So now all 4 of the mic cables are the full 6-foot length, whereas we had 2 short ones and 2 long ones last time.
But even the cables, even with the cables, the long cables, it's a little awkward.
But that's
Maybe-
because it was hanging from one person's back off to the side. If we had a
Yeah.
wagon, like I have a little fold-up wagon,
I feel
that
like
sits
Matt
in the
wants
middle,
to use the wagon. He's
because
He's like, look,
shut up
he's like,
about the
look, I paid
goddamn
$300. I need to fucking use this thing.
Listen here, guys. Let me educate you. Then we could also put like a rechargeable battery, like the big battery I use for my CPAP. You put that shit in the middle of it. We got to recharge our bullshit. Boom.
Okay,
You can recharge your phone. You can
hear me
recharge
out.
your.
How
you can
come
take-
we couldn't just
you
take
can take
the
a nap?
Ectopack that currently exists?
put it in
and
the
then-
wagon?
Hey, we're gonna do an interview. Set it down on the fucking floor and then stand around it.
So what I'm hearing is we should have an off-mic conversation about the plan for SEMA in 5 months.
I think we should just fight each other.
Seriously, apparently
Over-
Matt's gonna
over wagon
Matt's gonna
supremacy.
show up with a wagon. He's like, "Fuck you guys, I'm bringing this wagon.
We're
out."
fucking using this wagon. All right,
We'll
I'm gonna
save the
shit.
wagon.
There's gonna be
We'll
2
save the
flyers in the
wagon for
wagon. He's gonna
beers.
drag that shit around SEMA.
It's my wagon with my other hat. And that's the only thing that's in it. If I
No,
want to
man.
switch
Hey, we'll
hats.
tote around some beers in that wagon.
You're not supposed to say that,
We'll throw
'cause
the
then they'll
Iron Man
know.
fridge in there as a display.
Ooh.
Mm.
This is a prop. This is a prop.
Yeah.
Allegedly, from another podcast I listened to, that they might have, some of the thing you just mentioned about a battery or something.
Okay.
Something might be coming down the pipe from a certain company we know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? I got to get me one of them fridges.
Maybe we'll see someday.
That was all alleged that I heard on another podcast.
Another podcast. So anyway, SEMA is clearly a big deal, and we're excited about it. And that
And
just
we can't agree on anything.
No, and we're gonna fight each other to the death. And that just ties in with the goal of getting to more events between now and then.
I got money on Casey or Jose.
Jose. Jose for sure.
Jose's got jiu-jitsu and
Oh yeah,
stuff,
well that and he's the
blood sport.
Oh,
Hey.
let's do Trail Chaser Geese.
I'm wild.
Winner,
Nah,
winner.
dude.
Oh
Nah, bro, that shit's
those
hot
are
as
hot,
fuck. Yeah, you don't want to be walking
Dude,
around. In
let's-
that
Nobody
shit.
says what the material has to
Let's-
be.
No,
Well,
if it's
okay.
we're gonna do it right.
If we're gonna do that,
Yeah,
then we're gonna do
see-through.
we're gonna do full on.
my see-through
No, we're gonna do full on Hefner smoking jackets, like
Oh,
full
shit.
on,
Nah,
like
dude,
velour.
I'm sweating already just thinking about it, dude.
Oh my gosh, it's air conditioned in there.
I don't care. I'm still sweating thinking
You
about
can
it.
open it up when you need to cool down. You know, untie that.
Are you
sack.
supposed to wear
that
underwear in
sash.
that?
And you know what's underneath?
Hey,
Silk
Matt needs
boxers.
to look at the chat room.
Oh.
So we definitely have some I would and we talked about this last year. We talked about trying to do a contest to try to get a listener to go with us.
That's the most exciting thing I've ever read.
Yes, it is.
What's it say?
This is getting you a better fridge, Matt. One that comes with beer.
Yes.
We all like beer.
Iron Man is working on that Thor Loki technology where you take a beer out and then a new beer gets replaced automatically.
Well, that's affiliated with Doctor Strange.
It's made
He was
from
the guy that
pieces
did
Oh,
that.
that's
of
I'm
the
sorry. It was
Rainbow
Doctor
Bridge.
Strange. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, did you guys watch that already?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I have not. But we did. But before you showed up, we did watch the trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay, I
know,
saw
it's
that
great.
too.
That's
I
gonna
saw
look.
that.
That's look awesome. So yeah, maybe by that time there's some new technology that we can
repulsor tech. You know, that's
we can
Tony
work
Stark
on.
Tech.
Or attractive tech. I don't.
Nanotechnology.
I'm not
Jose.
opposed to. I'll figure out how to make a tractor. What is that?
Nanotechnology.
Yeah, I'll figure out how to make that work.
Hey, we have an email I'm going to read while I'm doing that. Will you pull up reviews? Matt said we had a couple reviews.
all right.
So
We do.
this email came from Nate. So it says hello.
Is it nasty, Nate?
No,
It
I don't
is.
believe
It is. That's what we're calling it.
Who's Nasty Nate? What movie is that from? And who is it? Do you guys remember?
Half baked.
Half-Baked.
It
It was Tommy Chong.
Tommy
Oh,
Chong.
I wouldn't have pulled that out
Nasty
of that.
Nate. Oh no.
Give me a
It was
cocktail.
Yeah, actually, Nasty Nate was the guy that wanted to try and get to Dave Chappelle, and Tommy Chong defended him. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my bitch. And then he did the pose.
So
He's got the
so
fucking squirrel.
completely irrelevant to
Great movie.
the conversation. So this comes from Nate. It says, hello from the Midwest. My name is Nate, and I've been listening for a long time now. Sorry, Nate. Living in Ohio, our off-road adventures are limited since public land is zero and private land is scarce unless you travel out of state. That said, I know Cody loves the LJ platform, and my 2006 LJ has taken me all over the Midwest and parts of the East Coast for some amazing wheeling adventures. Currently getting it ready for a trip to Windrock Off-Road Park in Tennessee while listening to the show. Just completed a 2-inch total drop tummy tuck, 1-inch motor mount lift, 1-inch body lift, Novak shift cable, and a few other odds and ends to rid myself of the biggest issue that the TJ-LJ platform has, the stock skid plate transmission crossmember. Jose may enjoy hearing it resembles a beer can in thickness, while Matt may enjoy it resembles a taco after a few minor inconveniently placed boulders, as it's been wheeled a little too hard over the years. Would love to send some pictures of it if you'd like to, as I've had it since 2014, and it started life completely stock. Now it sits on 32s with 2-inch suspension lift and a minor body lift. Sure, send them. Would love to see a set of 33 Nexans under it at some point. Me too. When funds allow. Love the show. Hope to make it out west to Moab someday to experience some of the wheeling y'all get to enjoy. Nate, thank you for the email. I love the LJ, and I am super excited about the fact that you're gonna, build that thing up. And if I had an LJ, I would never get the same high end person at Stark Industries that said you were a pussy.
Yeah.
Said that because I was trying to tell him that I'm trying to convince you to sell the Land Cruiser and put the money in the Frontier, and he's like, "Don't let Jose sell that Land Cruiser." No, never get rid of that Land Cruiser.
Letty won't let me sell it.
Yeah, never get rid of that Land Cruiser. As much as I'm going to tell you to sell it weekly, never get rid of it. Don't listen to me. If I had an LJ, that's exactly how I would feel about that. I would never get rid of that thing. I would hold on to it forever. So Nate, hold on to that thing forever and enjoy the hell out of it.
Hey Casey, what's the scope of work? It sounded like a lot of work to get that issue fixed. Is it a lot of work? All that stuff he named off.
Well,
talking
I
about
think it was
tummy
referring
tucks.
to the tummy tucker. Well, the stock skid plate isn't a tummy tucker. A tummy tucker is an actual nth degree product that.
That's what I'm saying. But is it intensive, labor intensive? What he did just to get rid of that issue.
A little bit.
Yeah, and it sounds like it was a combination of getting rid of the cross member and skid plate stuff. And even though the LJ is longer than the TJ, one of the things about lifting those vehicles is the drive shaft angle starts to crank up like this, and you have all kinds of issues. So there's, I'm sure part of that was to accommodate that.
Zapruder joint. See, that's when you got to have your Zapruder joint.
No, that was on.
You need
the
a double cardan drive shaft
Yes.
and adjustable control arms.
Yes.
And
You need a grassy knoll.
he did the Novak shift cable, which is good.
I will trust you on that one. So, anyways, Nate, thank you for listening, and I'm sorry that we have impeded any growth you may have as a human being by listening to this show.
Look, if you're looking to grow as a person, what are you doing listening to our show?
True.
You should be hiking places, I guess.
Should we have?
I have a coworker that is hiking Mount Shasta or some bullshit for he's doing a 30-mile hike this week. He took the week off to go hike.
Wow.
Yeah, where he's packing all of his food for a week, walking in and walking out.
Dude, you should see the nomads that we
off?
get in town doing the PCT.
I had a guy that worked for me.
That's their deal.
He went on hiatus and he started walking the Pacific Coast Trail,
Pacific Crest
Trail,
PCT.
in La Crescenta, and he went all the way to Oregon hiking.
Shut up.
It goes from Canada to Mexico.
It goes.
But people don't do that.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yes,
they
they
do.
I don't believe it, dude. There
are people that don't look like us.
That's like
Come to Big Bear right now. I'll
that's
show
like
you
people that
a
say
dozen within an hour that walk right past the shop.
Yes, there are plenty
I
of
don't
people.
believe that. That again.
I'm taking pictures for you tomorrow.
I'm supposed to believe that those are people that are hiking
no.
thousands of miles.
This morning when I got to the shop this morning, there was a dude standing across the street by the bus stop holding
was
up a big
homeless.
ass sign that said "To Trail." He was hitchhiking.
I didn't hear what you said. It just I heard two dong
Because
like,
he
whatever,
hit the
whatever
mic.
that-
He's only been doing this for how long? He still hits the mic.
To Trail.
Yeah.
He was hitchhiking to get back to the trail.
TWO trail, the number trail
No,
number
no,
two.
no.
To get to
They'll-
the trail. He wanted
Look,
to hitchhike to the trail.
This is I've been in construction for 30 years, and it's like hearing about you better fix that cord because OSHA's going to come by. I ain't never seen OSHA. That's like a mythical thing that doesn't exist. And that's what I'm saying about these campers or hikers or, Forrest Gump wannabes that are just going to Come on.
I'm
That's not
taking
real.
pictures. Dude, they walk by. They got their sleeping bag
What do they
hanging up.
eat? What do they
sleeping
eat?
mats.
Whatever they can
load.
find.
I see them at the grocery store every day.
Yep.
Buying,
that's a
while you're
joke.
buying water.
But by the time,
Yep, loading up on trail mix. I'm getting water. They're getting trail mix.
Yeah, but I'm sure they time their trip to the grocery store to get water better than you do.
It was one time.
There's something I got to do right now. On a
No.
Tuesday.
I did not have to do that.
On
I
a
was instructed.
Tuesday.
Hey, I need you to stop at the store and get some water.
It was 6:25 on a Tuesday, and Casey went grocery shopping.
No. It was 5:30. It just took that long because of checkbooks.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
that's
There was,
right,
yeah. So with that, Jose, there are some reviews. Did we get some new? Now we're doing a contest. Anybody that does a review between now and
yeah, it's like 3 weeks from now.
roughly 3. Let me go back to let me consult the notes, unless I already erased the notes, which is possible.
You know what I was just thinking? I haven't seen one fucking waitress at this coffee shop.
That's how we thought you stepped out earlier was because your order
latte
came
was
up.
ready.
Yeah. So between
Oh,
now
great.
and June 21st, anybody that leaves us an iTunes review will
And
be,
when was now?
last
the-
week between
Last
last
Tuesday.
week, so last Tuesday, so 7 days from May 24th, previous to May 24th. So what's the math there? That the
17.
17th. So from May 17th, 2022 to June 21st, 2022. Anybody that leaves us a review on iTunes will be entered into a contest. We're going to give away probably 3 shirts, like 3, not to the same person, to 3 different people. So what do we got, Jose?
This one's
Hold
from-
on. Are they good? Because if they're not good.
Yeah, they are good.
Okay, then let's go ahead and read those.
We reserve the right
Yeah.
To
review
ignore
any
shitty
customers.
reviews.
We should judge
yeah.
the reviews, and you get a higher chance of
Oh,
winning.
we get more points.
Yeah.
That's possible.
If you do send the shitty review, we'll still read it.
Yeah, we totally still read it.
This one's from Rock Ranger. It's titled KOH. It says, "Enjoy listening to the podcast. Quit hating on Rangers. We all need to be different. LOL."
That's right. That's right, Rock Ranger. Thank you, my friend. Difference not bad.
Short and to the point, but clearly there's something wrong with them.
Yeah, there's a certain bias.
Yeah.
I think him and Matt should probably get to hang out there and hang out.
Why would I?
You guys have that blue oval love, you know?
Oh, burn. Scratch your dirty neck, Nat. Oh, man. You got wrecked right there. He owned you. Okay, go ahead.
He won't even look at me.
I know. I know.
This one's from Dave from Oregon.
Dave from Oregon.
Dave from Oregon finally left a review.
Yeah. Well, he's left
Fucking
voicemail.
Dave. All right, Dave. Hey, thanks.
Hey, he's been deciding this
Thanks.
whole time.
He's-
Okay,
thanks, Dave.
He's
been
not
deciding.
sure if he likes the show yet.
Oh, we left 5 stars, so...
Oh, okay. That's good.
The Trail Chasers team has come a long way to develop into one of my go-to off-road podcasts. They are scoring some really interesting guests and tell great stories of their trail adventures. Feels like a group of normal people sitting around just talking off-road vehicles.
Well, first of all,
Now I know he doesn't
Yeah,
listen to the
yeah.
show.
Obviously.
First of
Said
all,
normal
There's
people.
two things wrong with that. First,
There's
he
2
said
tells that you don't listen to the show.
one of
yeah,
your go-to, okay, and then second,
That we
who's
talk
normal?
about.
yeah.
That-
Nobody's normal.
When you said we talk about off-road trail, like our trail adventures, then obviously you don't listen to the show because we don't go off-roading.
yeah, that's and
You're a liar, sir.
and we are far from normal. So yeah, is that it? Just 2?
Yeah, just the 2 so far.
Okay, 2 so far. So between today, which is
So
May
we're still looking to give away a shirt. Like
Yes.
there's 2 guaranteed
You have a
shirts.
50% chance of getting a shirt
Yes.
as of now.
between
As of right now, we have a winner and a runner-up.
between May 24th, 2022 and June 21st, 2022. Leave us a review on iTunes, good or bad, and we'll enter you into a contest to win some stuff. So we
But if
appreciate.
it's bad, you're not going to win.
No,
it might-
no,
it might
no.
be.
If
I'm
they
joking.
enter,
I'm
I'll
joking.
just add it to the list, and we'll draw from draw accordingly.
And if they insult us and it's funny, We might get you.
get
You
more
might get a
points.
Definitely
shirt.
gonna win.
If the
You're definitely
review
gonna win.
if the review is funny enough, I will just randomly send you a shirt to be just because it's funny. So that's maybe that's a new monthly contest. Whoever that's the funniest review for that month gets a shirt.
I do. Yes,
Should we
I
turn
like
the
that.
best review into a shirt?
We could totally turn the best review into a shirt. The front of it will be these guys are normal, like whatever they say, and then a Rock Ranger will go, hey, it's okay to like Rangers. We'll do so. I like the idea. We'll work on that in the
Nah,
background.
I think if we're gonna make a shirt out of a review, it'd have to be the one where
Tim's
Cody,
wife. Tim's wife is
Cody's
the
get Cody off his pedestal.
no
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
no.
Yes.
Tim's wife's review was the best. It was, this show's okay. They're kind of funny. My husband made me write this review.
Yeah, that does win.
Our social media intern just suggested that we make a point of that on social media. Thank you, intern. I will reach out to you tomorrow to figure out how to do that.
You hit post on Instagram.
Yeah.
You hit the little plus
There's
sign.
a button. There's
There's
a button for
plus
that.
sign.
I'm sorry. When's the last time one of you assholes posted anything on Instagram?
I have an alarm every Friday, and I usually post something.
Bull-
but not on
you-
not on the
Yeah.
trail. Not on the
Yes.
trail days or
They were getting funny because there would be like random shit. Like
Yes.
it was like you just
I
watching
post
TV or
like
something.
A picture of your cat.
of my cat. Like, hey, here's a picture of my cat. I told you I'd start
and
posting
it was funny
stuff.
because you're like, this is my obligatory post for
Exactly.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
What happened?
All right, I'll get
What
back.
happened?
You want me to get back to it?
Yeah.
I still get the reminders, and I'm just like, I got time for this shit. Nobody gives a fuck what I'm talking about.
That's the beauty of it, dude.
Okay. I'll come up with something this
Fucks
this
are
Friday.
given.
It's algorithms, Matt.
You want me to start some algorithms? Oh shit! You'll regret that.
All right. So, yes.
no,
we will-
no regrets.
No regrets.
Gertz.
I thought it was grats.
Ragerts. Regerts.
No regrets.
No
Okay,
regrets. Okay. Well, that was
Now
all.
on.
That was all that I had. Oh, the last thing. I got a new barbecue. I pulled the trigger on a new barbecue. Matt believes that I'm a horrible barbecuer.
I can see
Barbecuist.
that.
No, you
I
are.
can see
Which
that.
you
I don't-
absolutely are.
Which I don't
You
disagree with.
don't blame the barbecue. Blame the cook.
100%. I
Okay.
suck. But
You can't. You got to let the damn grill heat up. You can't just. I turned it on. Throw the hot dogs
Okay.
on there.
The
then
pan
just-
isn't even hot, you cow.
so I got a flat top griddle. One of the
Okay,
black
did you get the
stone-
one that you called me
Yes.
about, Cody?
Yes.
Okay.
So we were.
So let me
looking
give you some
Hold on,
backstory.
hold
Let
on,
me
Keith. Let me tell the story. We're at Lowe's looking at these things,
You're a
and there
taco man now? Is that what you're trying to
was
say?
so we were looking at these things, and there was
I don't want any of those.
there was one that was 36 inches wide, and then one that was 28 wide with an air fryer. And Tammy and I were
Air
both.
fryer.
And
We're talking about barbecues.
And Tammy and I were like, what do you use an air fryer for? I'm like, I don't know. I know who to call. I called Casey. I'm like, hey, dude, what would you use an air fryer for? He
Chicken
says,
wings.
He's
literally everything.
Everything. Air
Dude,
fryer gumbo,
Yes,
air
air
fryer
fryer
shrimp.
shrimp.
Let me tell you, I had just pulled up to the green on a par 3 where I had lasered a shot 4 feet from the hole. It was beautiful.
You're still going to miss it.
I missed that.
I did miss the first part. I parted that part out. And then my phone rings. Hey, what's up, bro? What would you use an air fryer for? You name it, everything. We have one at the shop, literally in the office room at the shop. And I'm hungry. I'm gonna go air fry something.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy the McDonald's and
Leftovers,
air fry it.
pizza, hot wings, celery,
Yeah.
Celery. All right, guy.
air fry everything.
So we pulled the trigger on a flat top griddle with an air fryer. So I'm going to try to learn how to be a better outdoor cook.
And that was the. You didn't mention that when you invited us over on Monday. That you were going to try and learn how to cook some shit on something you didn't know what you could cook with. So I'll take that into consideration because I think I said maybe because I don't know what's happening this weekend. But now I think I would like to degrade that maybe to Probably not.
So yeah, that's the plan for Monday is to
Did you get a pressure washer? You texted me about pressure washers.
that I will I'm thinking about going to pick one up this week, but because I was looking at one that it was 2,000 psi, it was an electric one, and but then you said yours was 32.
3,200. That thing, like that's how I really deep clean the pool, like those crevices that you can't get your brush down into.
Yeah.
You just step in there with the pressure washer, just blow it out, and then you have a dog run. Like I would think that's the perfect thing. You could just go out and blow out your dog run, and
Is yours gas powered?
it is absolutely it's Husqvarna.
But I got to imagine that
Your parents have my first pressure washer. Maybe you could.
you'll
probably
never see that again.
Yeah, oh no, that's why I bought the Husqvarna. But I have a nice 3,100 psi over at over in
So
Redlands.
you currently own two?
I technically own two.
That's funny. My
that's
dad will
how
never.
much-
My dad will never use it, but you will never see it again.
Exactly. But I'll tell you, that's how much I enjoyed, or how much value I put in having a nice pressure washer,
Yeah.
especially with the pool. It's like
Well, and
it's a no-brainer.
I have an electric one. It does me
it's like
well.
700 psi. Is that what you said it was?
Oh no, 1,800.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think for cleaning the patio and the backyard, 2,000 psi is more than enough. I mean, I'm not going to be stripping paint. I'm not going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be.
Until you want.
We got a pretty nice Ryobi one at the shop. I don't know what the PSI is, but
Yeah,
it's gas powered and it's great.
yeah. At Home Depot they had a Ryobi electric 2,000 psi one on sale, and I'm thinking I'm just going to pick that up. It's probably more than they do have. I stopped myself, but they have. Have you seen the Ryobi? It looks like an impact gun. It's the same shape as a drill, and you plug the hose in the bottom, and it's a 350 psi, and it's just like a pump, and it like amplifies. That looks pretty cool, but it's not gonna.
Nah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. So I'm thinking about picking up that 2,000 psi one from Home Depot to clean the patio and the pool and all that stuff.
How much is it?
Like $189 or something.
Just spend another $70. Go to Costco and get the one they have. That's where I bought
yeah,
both of them.
but Costco, then you got to get a membership. Then
Oh
you got
my
to go
God!
in there,
You should already have one.
and then you got to go.
You're not a real American.
well,
what
look,
country are you from?
I am
To have a
someone.
membership
I
at
am someone
Costco?
that
Just
that-
because you hate Costco gas.
Fuck Costco
And
gas.
and
I
line-
mother.
But
I
look at-
swear to.
here it comes.
Oh my God!
Look at I
how
triggered
much?
him.
How
I
much are they
triggered him.
selling that damn gas for?
It's like 40 cents less. Dude.
Okay, you know what? Get a better job. You know what?
Oh,
if
shit.
you know what?
Jesus
because
Christ.
F those people, and because
Get a
because
better
every one of
job.
those people that shop at Costco is an inconsiderate bastard.
You
because
elitist fuck.
because they fucking line up and they block the entrance and exit to everywhere you can get in and out of that shopping center so that they can get their cheap gas. F them all.
So why don't you just pull that same move that you did on that dude on?
I know.
I have.
coming back
I
from
have.
Wheeling?
People
Just
are.
fucking
I have.
Get him
Go
up.
get yourself a nice high quality pressure washer. Save
You know what?
yourself
If
$100.
you live, if you get Costco gas, stop listening to the show, please. That's how much. That's how much
how
I
about
hate.
Sam's Club? Sam's Club.
And now we don't have any.
Sam's Club
viewers.
is fine. The Vaughn's gas, fine, because those people aren't assholes. People that go get Costco gas are assholes, hands down.
Okay, I mean that might be true, but there's a lot of assholes.
You can send all your replies to Cody. at
Cody
Yeah.
at trailchasers.net. No, seriously, the one here, the Costco by our house, that's exactly what happens. Is like you're trying to get and the way they build shopping centers now is so asinine. Like you can only go in one way, and all of the exits force you to turn right. So that like to get back home, I got to go get on the freeway again, right? Unless you can get to the
One
one
way in.
exit.
No way out.
That's just your uppity Eastvale Costco.
Yeah, that's your first world problem.
The Costco
Okay,
in
that's only at the
Fontana,
Vale.
the gas station's like off in the corner, and that line doesn't impede your going to Carl's Jr. or having to go to the pet store or having to do that stuff.
No.
Like they give you enough space for all those maniacs.
Man, I'm gonna have to
that-
correct you, dude, because sometimes that gas line in Fontana, the Costco, it's like to the
to
crossroad.
the entry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
And
So
it's
all
like-
those people, F them.
Hey, but check it out. There's like multiple points of entry to
That
get
is
into
true.
that shopping
I
center.
usually go the back
don't,
way.
Yeah, don't go in that one. I'm just saying, you can still get to Petco. You can
How
still
many
get
points
to
of entry
Carl's
are there?
Jr. Huh?
How many points of entry are there?
Lots.
Yeah,
How many do you need?
3.
Because they got.
I just need 1.
Can I just pull in anywhere?
Yeah.
So
And that reminds me. I think it was Real Riggs or a few weeks ago was talking to me about or sent me a message, or it might have been Elam. Like, you're getting old when you start looking at clothing at Costco, and I'm like, holy shit! Like, I want to re-up my Costco just so I can go look at polos
100%,
and,
dude.
and Dockers.
No.
I'm like one or two steps away from being like ultimate dad because I already have the shorts.
Yeah.
And then I just got to put on a polo now, which I kind of do sometimes.
Yeah.
You need white sneakers.
Yeah, I need white sneakers with white socks.
New Balance white.
And then you need jean shorts.
They sell both of those at Costco.
No, dude, Target. Target's got better clothes.
But usually everything I own is pretty much from Kohl's.
Yeah. So I am not a fan of Costco or Costco gas. If you didn't catch that from the last bit, but
No, I mean, we had moved on, but good. Let's go back. Circle
because it
back.
makes me so
Circle back
angry.
to-
It makes me so angry.
We got that. Get it out.
I did. I'm good. I'm
Let
good.
it out.
Hey, Matt.
Woosah.
I finally broke 100.
Golfing.
Yes.
Nice. You shot like a 94
On
or something.
9 holes.
A
Yeah.
93. Easy there, brother.
But I mean, that's
It was
still
like
like
humongous fucking feet.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's go play Shenanigans Hills.
Let's go.
Or Sierra Lakes. Sierra Lakes is
I wonder
not
how
that
many
tough.
how many listeners in our local area are actually golfers? I'm interested to know. Like
Because we talked about
we talked about
Top
doing
Golf.
Top
Sounds like a
golf
tournament.
or,
Sounds like a tournament.
a golf tournament. Yeah, like a round robin tournament or something, best ball tournament or something. But I don't know how many. What's the cross segment of off-road overlanders, podcast listeners, and golfers? I'm not sure what that Venn diagram looks like.
I think you'd be surprised. There'd be a pretty decent good chunk.
Yeah,
So maybe
Father's Day, Matt. Let's wherever you want to play.
100%. Well, I mean, we got to plan that shit now because it's like
yeah. If you're not booking it now, you're not
Yeah.
getting in.
Arupa Hills.
Shai says he watches golf, and
If golf were to go away today, it wouldn't faze me one bit.
you know, I
That's
used to
because
play
you haven't,
all
like,
the
you
time,
haven't-
and it wouldn't faze me.
You got to dive in like face first. You just got to
But-
go for
but
it.
But
and then-
it's just it's super expensive, and it sucks up all your time, dude. Like it's not.
it's
worth
not
it.
that expensive. I mean, it is expensive, but
it's not as expensive
It's
as
not as expensive as
four-wheeling. You
fucking
drive up to-
off-roading.
Yeah, exactly.
But then that's taking money away from off-roading.
Okay.
Look, I already got expensive hobbies. I don't need one more.
As far as watching it on TV, there was a point where I was playing so often that I watched and it really was like when Tiger first came up. That's when I first got into golf. And then when HD, like high def TV, was a thing like 20 years ago when it first came up. Oh my God. And I got my first high def television, big screen TV. Oh my God. On Saturday, Sunday mornings, just, oh shit, there's some golf on. And it was in high def. You could see like the grains of sand when they're hitting out of the trap. And it's just relaxing and just, and I'm just going to veg out and have like, some golf on TV and just relax. That I don't get that anymore. Because my kids will, what is this?
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it.
I was watching the PGA championship this last weekend and watching Tiger play, and it was like,
You're kind of rooting for him because he's like the underdog now.
well, yeah, it's hard to root against Tiger Woods, but you could tell he was in excruciating pain the whole round.
So
He ended up withdrawing.
It's like
He-
it's like golfing with your dad
Yeah.
now, and he's
Yeah,
bleeding
oh
all over
God,
the
it was
place.
terrible. But he's just like walking around limping
Why-
and stuff. He ended up withdrawing from the final day.
Wow.
He was like, I'm done. You could tell he was limping around all freaking 3 days.
Didn't he like flip his car last year? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his.
What
This
are you
is like
doing?
first tournament back from.
Yeah,
from the
Cody's
car
like Tiger
accident.
Woods, but with none of the talent.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
talent. John says he gave up golfing. John G says he gave up golfing a long time ago. Figured out it was stressed. It was stressing him out all the time, and little things would set him off, like Costco and Hemet.
Don't you play golf
Hey.
to de-stress? Not
No.
Yeah.
No. When you start to play and you're like, oh, I can do better, and then you start trying to play better. You start
When you start creating spreadsheets on how you're going to play the course.
All right,
that's
so
when-
No,
what we're
you
gonna
have
do
to-
is
I mean,
that's about all we
have
got
to try
time
to
for
like
tonight.
improve, but you also have to remember when you're playing. Like, look, I'm just glad I'm fucking playing golf, not doing some other
working.
bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think
that was a shitty ass shot, but I could be doing something way shittier.
And I used
right
to
now.
I used to play with guys that just it was an excuse to drink.
Oh yeah.
So by this fifth or sixth hole, they didn't even
they're
know where
not
their ball was.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep
They were
moving.
just driving around in the carts. Yeah.
So there was a point when I first started, I was at the range twice a week, and then I played
Yeah.
on Sundays, and I played Sunday twilight because I didn't have a lot of money, but I made sure, I was that hooked into golf. And that first 4 or 5 year period, I didn't enjoy golf, even though I played really well. I was, I carried like a 12.
This sucks. I'm going to keep doing it.
Well, it was competition. I was trying to break into the 70s, that I was obsessed with improving my game, and I had time invested so that by the time, if I was on the third or fourth hole and I double bogeyed, this bullshit, and I get all pissed off, I just effed up my whole round. There's no way I'm going to break 70 or I'm going to beat my score here, and it would ruin, I'd be miserable the rest of the 4 hours I was playing, and that's how it was. But now I don't give a shit. I really don't. If I can get like a stretch, like a 5 or 6 hole stretch where once I warm up and I get get that touch, okay, my swinging good. If I can par a few holes in a row, then that's cool. And it's like, I don't put as much pressure on myself. So I think I enjoy it now, even though I'm nowhere near as good a golfer as I used to.
When you hit a good golf shot, feels
great.
like there's like nothing like it. You know what I mean?
When you let the big dog eat.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
I just
Even
bought
just
a
7-iron,
10-round punch.
So, yeah, I'm curious to know how many people that would listen are golfers. So maybe we'll try to pull together something.
What about Frisbee Golf? I played, last time I played, I took Michael and we played that place in Rialto?
Mm-hmm.
Two things.
to
Your hair's
Colton.
not long enough, and you're not dirty enough.
No,
I was about to say that.
but I'd never seen. So that course in Colton is like an 18 hole. It's all par 3s. There's like 2 par 4s on it, and they have those nets or whatever on every hole for Frisbee.
Yeah. No. It's not Frisbee.
It's
Disc. Don't
yes,
call it
very
Frisbee.
Sorry, I don't
How
want to
dare
offend
you.
anybody. The first time in my life, I don't want to offend anybody. But there were there was like 4 guys that came up. There were 3 or 4 groups behind me. So as we were like switching back, I saw them. And I'm like, oh my God, that looks like fun. They had different Frisbees.
Oh, yeah,
or
they have
whatever.
bags with like their
Yeah.
1 iron, their 2 iron, all their different.
I'd never seen it
I
in
know.
real life.
I see these
Do
people.
you
play
still
every
yell
day.
4?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I take my lunch at there's a park down the street from my work, and I take a power nap for lunch there. But there's a Frisbee. What is it?
Disc golf.
Disc golf.
Yeah.
There's a disc golf course there,
Yeah.
and dude, some of these guys are legit.
Serious.
Bro. They throw like just lasers.
Yeah,
like,
there's one down the street here over by the Santa Ana River, and same thing. It's got a course all along the river, and we.
Well, that's the one. That's the one in Riverside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but it's also here in Eastvale. There's another
Oh,
one here.
okay.
And you're right. They bring.
Don't misconstrue
No,
your
okay, come on.
dirty
Okay, hold- wait a minute,
Riverside
wait a minute.
course
Riverside.
Wait a
with
minute.
Eastvale.
But they're both on the Santa Ana River.
But
Wait a
you're
minute,
right.
Jose. You okay? I'm clocking out for lunch, and then you get in your truck and you drive to the park, and then you go to sleep.
Yeah, I take a nap.
Yeah, dude. That's all. I used to do that all the time.
Nap king, bro.
Yeah, I used
Call
to.
me the nap king.
I used to do it all the time.
I have to now.
But why not just do it in the parking lot? You could nap that much longer.
So people will
It's-
see you
Yeah,
napping.
people will see me, and there's no shade at my work.
Okay.
Yeah.
I park under a tree, dude, and yeah, just watch.
When I was at Schneider, I would drive my truck around to the other side of the building because that's where the sun, the wall would, and I'd back up and I'd put my sunshade up on the windshield.
just knock
to
out, dude.
knock out. That was my lunch break.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's literally like 3 minutes from my work. It's right there.
Perry says that there's a couple disc courses near him and they're always full of stoners.
Yeah, the people I see, it's very it's a wide range of people that play disc golf. professionals and maybe not so professional.
Don't you guys have jobs? How are you playing disc golf at noon on a Wednesday?
Yeah.
How are you taking a nap at noon on a Tuesday? Somehow they're pulling it off.
Don't be jealous.
Yeah, you're just jealous, dude.
All right.
Their night shift at Taco Bell, it starts later, whatever. And they
You
have
know
enough
what?
time.
You know what? Right now, everybody there's a lot of opportunities for employment.
Yeah, if you want to work, there is work to be had.
You say that, but there's also a lot of people that are, have been on LinkedIn. I've been seeing a bunch of these posts that are calling out recruiters for like ghosting people, and like people are applying for jobs and just stuff. It's a crazy time where there are jobs to be had.
But those jobs may not be what you want. Most of them are in the.
So there's jobs for
retail or-
ghosts? Wait a minute. We got to worry about ghosts
are in the
taking
food
our
industry.
jobs?
The problem is that there's a
They
lot
took
of
our jobs.
underqualified people looking for jobs.
They took your jams.
Son of a bitch,
All
man.
right,
It's
so-
hard enough to be alive these days. Now the dead are coming back and taking your jobs.
So
They
we're
took a dirt.
They took our jams. All right, guys. Well, look, hey, we have this is what happens when somebody doesn't show up for an interview and shenanigans ensue. We thank everybody for joining us in the chat room and hanging out. We appreciate it, and we will be working on, like I said, if you any of those reviews that come in between now and June 21st, 2022 will be entered into a contest for giveaways. And we do know that we need to put together another Patreon run soon, and it's just a matter of timing. So we will, if we end up doing something this weekend, we'll let you know. Otherwise, we'll put some official stuff together and put a plan together for the next trip. So to everybody in the chat room that's listening, thank you. For everybody else, we'll talk to you next week.
Laters.
Peace out.